Hi everybody, welcome back to our Thursday night talks and studies. I'm so glad that you're here tonight and that you get to join us and just be with us in this discussion. If you're joining us live, make sure that you leave some comments and stuff because we would love to interact with you. We would love to have a conversation with you while we're going through this next moment. So welcome back. Good to see you, and let's get started. There are a lot of things happening here at the Dream Center since I don't know, March, I guess you can say, since this big pandemic went down and everything in our city, and just there's a lot going on in the world, and you're very well aware of that, I'm sure. But I just wanted to give you a couple highlights of what's been happening so that you know what we've been up to. First of all, we have been partnering with Kitchen 1 for 1, and every Thursday night we get to go out into our neighborhoods and we get to serve meals that their caterers have put together, which is amazing because you know it's quality food, and it's just been so amazing to be able to watch. But every single Thursday we go out, we're serving about 800 people a week just on Thursdays, which is phenomenal. So like I said, that's our meal delivery night. So it's 800 people that are getting fresh food, basically fresh meals and stuff. They just got to pop it in the oven, cook it for a little while, and then it's all set to go. So if you want to jump in with us on that, that would be amazing. We also have been going to Adopt-A-Blocks, and so the first and third Saturday we've been meeting back in our neighborhoods. We're not doing our block parties like we used to. So if you haven't been with us in a little while, just know that we're not back there quite yet. We're hoping to be soon, but right now we're not doing our big block parties, but we're still going out the first and third Saturday, not this weekend. Just a little hint, it's 4th of July, so don't come this weekend. But the first and third Saturday of the month, we've been going out and we have been delivering Hope Boxes, which is so much fun because there's inside this big box, we have toiletries and oh goodness, what's in there? Cleaning supplies, and we have non-perishable food, and we have recipes and workout plans and whatever else to keep the family engaged. And it's been really great to be able to go into the neighborhoods, pass out these boxes, and be able to interact with our families. Just sit down, have a conversation, check on them, see how they're doing, pray with them if they want it. And it's just been amazing. So Adopt-A-Blocks are still happening. We're still in the neighborhoods. We haven't stopped. It's just been a lot of fun. We're also on Wednesday nights going to Kitchen 1 for 1. We pack the meals beforehand, so we're always looking for a couple people to help us in the kitchen doing some of the behind the scenes work, which would be great if you're free. We just got, this is amazing, we just got a partnership with Board and Milk, and we've been delivering 2,000 gallons of milk this week. It just started on Monday. We just got done passing out the rest of the milk today, which is phenomenal. But that's going to be happening every 2 weeks. Every other week, we're going to be getting a shipment in of about 2,000 gallons of milk. So if you need some milk, let me know. I'd love to get you some. And if you want to help us pass it out, just let me know and we'll get you connected. But it's phenomenal. The things that are happening are just unreal. Our youth nights have been kicking off and on Tuesday nights. And the the students have been unbelievable. They're showing up, they're getting together, junior high, high school, they're engaging with each other. Our leaders are incredible. And we've just been doing a lot of, just worship nights and Bible studies with them. And it's been so much fun. Our summer leadership academy for our high schoolers and our junior hires have kicked in. And so they've been getting together and really trying to understand how to make their voice heard, especially in a time like this. Like, how can I, just say what I want to say? How can I communicate to our leaders and whoever else in the world what I'm going through, how I feel, what I'm concerned about? How can I do that well? And so we've been walking through some of those processes with them, some of those steps with them. Then we've also been tearing apart this Bible, and we've just been looking at it and to show them what a real leader looks like. So it's been great. Our students are incredible. We love them. Our leaders are just amazing, and it's been so much fun. So there's a lot more happening at the Dream Center. If you want to check it out, just go to our website, click on denverdreamcenter.org, and then check out our events page, and that will lead you to everything that we're doing right now, and then you can get involved in whatever you can do, which leads me to my next moment. I really wanted to share a story with you of what happened last week. And while we were serving and delivering some of these meals. So like I said, every Thursday night, Kitchen 1 for 1 is amazing. And they pack up all of these meals for us. And we get to go out to about 800 people. And we get to just bless the community with these meals. And so we're in one of our neighborhoods. And we're walking around. knocking on doors, keeping our masks on, being safe, doing all the things. And one of our families that we've been able to serve for a couple of years answered her door and just really needs food right now. She's going through a hard time, and we just know that she's somebody that definitely needs it a little more often. And so we went up to her, and we gave her the meal. She was home, but we forgot the chips and the soda and whatever else in our car because we just couldn't carry it. So I said, hey, we'll be right back. We're going to go and get some stuff out of the car. But we'll be right back. So the volunteers came running over to the car to get the, stuff out and bring it back to her. But she was following us. We're like, oh no, it's okay. Like, keep your space, keep your distance. We really encourage the families to stay home so that they can, not be in too many big crowds and everything right now. So we're like, no, it's okay. We'll bring it to you and we'll just leave it and we can just get it to you. She goes, oh no, it's okay. I have something for you. Oh, okay, what's going on? And so she came up to us and she pulled out of her pocket some money. And so I was like, oh, I was like, hey, it's totally great. Actually, what's awesome is that this is totally free. Like, we get it donated, and so it's all for you and it's all free. So it's like you don't have to pay for anything. And she goes, no, I know, I want to give you something. And I was like, oh, no, it's not necessary at all. Like, you use that money for something that you need that maybe you don't have right now. Maybe you're running low on something, or tomorrow you're going to have a craving for something. I don't know, like, treat yourself, right? And so she said, no, she's like, I don't want to. I want to give it to you. And she said, please don't take my blessing. And I was like, wow, okay. And so I was like, well, why don't you tell me what this means to you? And so she started telling all the volunteers that were standing around right then how the Dream Center has been showing up for a few years now and just knocking on her door and serving her. We're always we show up, we just have conversations. You don't always have to have something in your hand, but we show up just with conversation. We show up with food, for her and her family. There was a little while ago where her bed was, her springs were popping through her mattress. And it was very uncomfortable, as I can imagine. To have the springs, popping up through your mattress, you just can't get a good sleep. And so she was really having some issues, and she let us know. And it just so happened that we have a partner where every once in a while we get some beds delivered to us. And so we called her up, and we were able to bring her a bed so that she can have a new mattress. And she's super thankful. And it was just amazing. Okay. But then she was telling the volunteers, how, sometimes we just call her, especially Megan will call her during the week. If you know Megan, you know that this is 100% her heart, but she'll give her a call during the week and just check on her, how are you? I just wanted you to know that you're not forgotten, that we see you, we know you, we're here, we're family. If you need something, just let us know. And so she's just so thankful, for all the points of contact that have been happening through the Dream Center. And she's just like, I just want to do something. Ever since COVID happened and this pandemic broke out, she said that her and her husband lost her job, and they don't know when their next paycheck's coming. It's like they don't know when they're going to get some money again. They don't know what's happening, but she doesn't have much. But what she has, she wants to give to us. And so she pulled this money out, and she's like, it's only $4. She's like, and I know it's not much, but I want to give it to you. And I was like, wow. Right? And so there's a story in the Bible, and if you know it, then you know which one I'm about to share with you. But there's a story in the Bible where Jesus is going to Simon the leper's house, okay? And he's going to go and he's going to hang out with this man, and he's going to just relax and eat and just be with this guy, right? And he's going to have some time, okay? And he's at this house, and he's sitting back and he's listening to it, but there's people everywhere. There's just people asking questions. There's people who want to just be in his presence. There's a crowd. There's all kinds of different people probably just gathered around him waiting to hear what he's going to say, to see what he's going to do, whatever's going on in this moment. And in the Bible in Mark, it talks about how this woman who is a sinner comes in, okay? So basically it's just a woman who's made mistakes. I don't know what she did. Okay, I don't know what happened. I don't know the exact details of what's going on, but we just know that there is a woman who they just knew as a sinner. Okay, and it's she comes in and she gets down, and with her tears, okay, she starts cleaning Jesus's feet. She wets his feet. Okay, now if you know about Bible times, you know that people walked everywhere. Okay, so they're out there, and if you needed to go somewhere, you walked and you walked and you walked. And you had sandals, which there's dirt, there's our awesome paved roads, sometimes not so awesome, whatever's going on. It's just dirt, everywhere. And they're climbing mountains, they're trying to get to places, or they're riding a donkey, which animals, middle of the road, what are they going to do? Sometimes you might step in it. I don't know. So there's just some stuff going on, which means that your feet were probably pretty filthy. I mean, if you think about it, if you're wearing sandals, you go on a hike or something, your feet are going to get pretty messed up, right? But that's all that they had. They didn't have our awesome Nikes and Jordans or whatever else that we're wearing today. They just had their sandals. And so this woman comes into the room and she sees Jesus and she sits down in front of him, and with her tears, she wets his feet. Now listen, you know that you can't wet somebody's feet with a drip here, okay? And a drip here. She must have been crying, okay? She must have been broken. And she comes into Jesus and she just, with her tears, she wets Jesus's feet, okay? And then with her hair, she gets down and she dries his feet. She's cleaning his feet with her tears and her hair. This woman is broken, but she knows who she's in front of. Okay, she comes before Jesus and she knows who this person is, and she respects him and she honors him and she loves him and she wants to show him that. So she gets down and she cleans his feet to honor him. Then it says that she has a jar, an alabaster jar, and it has perfume in it. And what she does is she ends up breaking it and she pours it on Jesus's head. Everybody in the room is just kind of freaking out a little bit, being like, what's she doing? Because apparently that jar of perfume is worth a year's wages, possibly. Okay, so this woman is just taking what could have taken her a year or longer to be able to save, to be able to purchase this perfume. And they're thinking, she's crazy. She's all this money, she can sell it, she can get money, she could be set, for a little while. And yet she takes it and she breaks it and pours it on Jesus. What is this woman doing? Okay. Again, she knows who she's in front of. She knows what's going on. She knows who this man is, and she believes in him, and she just wants to honor him. So these people are going, what's going on? They start rebuking her harshly in Mark 14. That's what it says. Here's what's awesome is that the very next verses, starting in 6, Jesus tells everybody to leave her alone. Okay, just leave her alone. And I love it. And he says, why are you bothering her? She has done a beautiful thing. That's amazing. And so it says, the poor you will always have with you, and you can help them anytime you want, but you will not always have me. This is the next one that I love. In verse 8, it says, she did what she could. She did what she could. Leave her alone. She did what she could. This is beautiful, is what he's telling them. Then he goes on to say, she poured perfume on my body beforehand to prepare for my burial. I tell you the truth, wherever the gospel is preached throughout the world, what she has done will also be told in memory of her. So here I am, standing in this neighborhood, watching this woman come up to us, and she wants to hand me $4. $4 to say thank you. $4, because you know what she said? Every time I need something, I pray to God and he delivers. He always answers my prayers. And then she wants to hand the $4. Why? Why is this so important? Because the thing is, it's not the Dream Center. It's not us, right? God uses us as an avenue to be able to serve the people that we get to serve. Jesus has heard her cries. He's heard her prayers. He's seen her tears. He's seen her concern. And we keep showing up. We keep coming with food. We keep coming with supplies. We keep coming with a bed. The things that she needs, God is meeting for her. She didn't tell me that she lost her job. I just found out. I didn't know. God knew. And it was beautiful. So she recognizes that this is a God moment and she wants to give me her $4. Verse 8, it says she does what she could. It is a beautiful thing that I get to stand in the middle of one of our neighborhoods and I get to watch when one of our families just want to give back. And the thing that comes to my mind is this very story. Why? Because Jesus said, wherever this is preached, it will be done in memory of her. Why? Because in verse 6, It says, why are you bothering her? She has done a beautiful thing to me. Jesus finds it beautiful when we do what we can to be able to bless him, right? When we give back, when we are able to pour what we have, when we give him what we have, Jesus finds it beautiful. It doesn't have to be extravagant. It doesn't have to be much. She washed his feet with her tears and dried it with her hair. It's not like she came in with like this whole washing kit, like getting ready to do what she needs to do. She just did what she knew she could with a broken and humble heart. She came before Jesus and she honored him and she respected him, and it was beautiful to him. What this woman did in the neighborhood was beautiful to God because it came back to my memory, this verse. So we took her $4 because I didn't want to take that from her. She wanted to give it to God. And so we're going to go back. We're going to bless her. We're going to bring her more things. She put it in as an offering. And I just think it's incredible. And what I want to really focus on is that we need to do whatever we can, right? It doesn't have to be extravagant. Jesus is blessing us with different things. If you have finances, that's great. Give what you can. If you don't have the finances, but you have time, come and serve. Give what you can. If you have an ability to make things, give what you can. If you have, if you're too nervous to leave your house right now, and I don't blame you, what's going on out there right now, there's a pandemic, COVID is real, and we need to stay safe and we need to be protected. So if you don't feel comfortable with leaving your home and being in groups, that is fine. We have a thing called Hope Callers, and people call during the week and they just check in on our families. You can do what you can, okay? Just give what you can. Jesus knows your heart and he's gonna find it beautiful no matter how big or how small. It doesn't matter, just do what you can because Jesus finds it beautiful. What that woman did in the neighborhood that day was absolutely beautiful, and it's not because of the Dream Center. It's not because of what we got to do. Jesus just used us as an avenue. It's all God. It is all God, and she recognized it. She recognized it as an awesome moment where God met her, heard her cries, heard her prayers, and she wanted to do what she can. She gave money, but you don't have to. We would love it. We would appreciate it, but you don't have to. If you're already plugged in somewhere, that is amazing. That's amazing. We're kingdom-minded here. So we need to all work together, get involved, go where you can, do what you can. If you're listening from out of state, find somewhere, give your time, do something, give something, do what you can because Jesus finds it beautiful. Okay, so I hope this encourages you. I hope that you understand where we're coming from on this. It's a beautiful thing. God sees your heart. He knows what what kind of motives you have behind it all, and He'll bless you for it. He really will. Every time I think of somebody who's just given what they have, no matter how big, how small, I think of this story because it shows the heart of Jesus. It shows such a beautiful thing. And I just wanted to bring that to our attention this week. So I'm going to pray for you. If you need help, if you're somebody out there and you're just needing some assistance right now, please go to our website and you can register on the How Can We Serve You page. Just make sure that you go on, leave us a message, and we will call you back and we'll find out how we can best serve you and how we can partner with you. If you're somebody out there who just wants to give, you want to serve, you just want to show up and maybe make some phone calls, go to our website, click on our events page, plug yourself in, do what you can. Okay, we love you guys. Enjoy the 4th of July weekend. We're going to be back at it next week. Full speed, and a couple weeks later, we got a team coming in from Oklahoma. Really excited to have you guys. But there's lots of big things happening for the Dream Center. So stay tuned. Keep us posted on how you all are, and we'll talk to you soon. I'm going to pray us out. God, I thank you for today. I thank you that you have just an amazing way to connect us all, Lord. I thank you that you have seen us all, especially in this time, Lord, where everybody is going through something very different and experiencing things in life right now in a different way. But God, you see them, you know them, you hear them, and God, you're watching and you're listening and you're wanting to provide. So God, I pray for everyone who's listening tonight that you will just provide for them and that you will come through in whatever way they're needing, Lord. Let them know that you care, that you see them, and that you love them, God. We love you. In your name I pray. Amen. Have a good night.